Derek, you kind of had a breakout season this year in terms of, at SECs. Going back to the midseason invitational, you broke some school records, and then by the time you got to SECs, you were winning 2 SEC titles and setting a SEC championship record in one of them. What do you kind of attribute this kind of leap forward for you?
I think I like that Margot talked about our core group of guys, and it's been nice to, go through my whole college career with them. She mentioned Matt Menke, Cam, and Jake, and then we also have Riley and Jackson in our class. And we're a pretty tight-knit group of guys, and I train with a lot of those guys. I switch up the groups, but I think it's just been awesome to train with them and to hang out with them on a daily basis.
You were, I think, to say a little excited, especially after your 200 race at SECs, is an understatement. How did you feel? I mean, could you describe that moment when you realized that you were going to be standing back on top of the podium?
Yeah, that was incredible, especially I think that the swimmer I was racing was from Auburn. Wanted to win that, but I also think that, celebration in swimming is a little underused. You see it in other sports all the time, but it's not super common in swimming. I think there's a lot of disappointment a lot of the time, so I've tried to do that at every meet this season. Whenever you have a good swim, just let people know, show it.
You talked about the core group that you've kind of come up with through, but you're actually a legacy at Alabama. Your brother swam here, so this is something that you've been around for a long time. Are you excited about the direction that this team is heading?
Yeah, super excited. I saw that we were second for the first time in 35 years, maybe, 1987. Do that math? 37 years. So that's pretty cool, and I think it's definitely headed in the right direction. In terms of points, we probably added like 100 points from last year, even though we lost, 8 guys that were significant contributors. So I think if you look at the guys that came back, we've all made huge strides forward. Talk about, like, Matt Menke especially, 20.6, 50 back. We'll be faster next week, hopefully.
Matt indicated that he did not have the SECs that he wanted to, but having seen him go through what he went through this year, how proud were you of his results?
Oh, man. I'm super proud of him. I think that we're not done yet. Been seeing what he's been doing in practice, so it's exciting. Even the other guys that'll be on the relays, I think the relays are like the core group for Alabama men's swimming and diving. Probably the majority of points we've scored at NCAAs in the last 10 years. I don't know if that's true, but it's what it feels like. So I think that each of our guys that'll be on a relay will do a great job, and I've been seeing what they've been doing in practice, and it's exciting.
We talked about the fact that this will be the first time we've taken 2 divers to the NCAA championships since 2016. How exciting is it to have those guys with y'all?
That's awesome, especially considering that Farouk is a freshman and he qualified in 3 events. I think it's exciting for the future. That's despite their own loss of a coach mid-season. They came back and balled out at SECs and zones.
And what are you looking forward to as a team going into next week?
I think I'm looking forward most to the relays. Super excited to have, I'm always going one step at a time. So the only thing on my mind really right now is that first relay. We have the 200 medley relay, and then also on that day is the 800 free relay. And I think both of those have actually been strengths of ours this year. So it's exciting to be able to start out NCAAs with that. They changed it from the past years where the 200 medley relay was on Saturday.
And talking a little bit about the balance that you in particular have, you're not only a 2-time SEC champion coming out of this year, but you're also an academic All-American. How have you balanced academics and athletics?
I just came out of, I think, like the hardest exam of my life. Oh my gosh, invertebrate zoology. That was terrible. It was like fill in the blank where I had to look at a slide and then say what the name of the text was. So honestly, my brain's pretty fried right now. But I think just being able to focus on what I'm doing in the classroom, so I don't have to worry about it when I'm in my free time. You know, if I can focus really hard, then I don't need to study as much later, and I can spend that time resting, ideally, maybe even foam rolling, something related to swimming.